Everybody, at Swanger70. I thought I would do a quick video and let you guys see what I've been kind of concentrating on lately. You know, in keeping with my whole theory about budget, it's not necessarily something that I want to be on, but, you know, I work hard, and my money sometimes is allocated elsewhere. So that being said, pretty much my firearm life is budget. So that being said, I wanted to show you this scope that I got, and you know, you pretty much watched me put this entire AR together from scratch. Changing out the barrel, changing out the hand guards, changing out the pistol grip and the butt stock, putting the sound mitigating buffer tube in here. And I had another scope on here, but I had just picked up this one. I got it off Amazon. It's a budget scope. It goes by the name of Pinty, and it's really nice. I mean, you know, it's not to say I haven't shot firearms with top of the line gear on it, but those days are a little bit past me right now. So I have been boasting about the budget thing. So I'm going to include in this video out of the box at I started it at 50 yards. I took a couple of pops with it, just with the bore sight, and lined it up with the bore sight. Took a couple of pops at 50 yards, and then shot it down at the 100-yard range. And I'm going to show you the video, and you're going to have to forgive me. I'm still working things out with how to get my camera set up right, and my new spotting scope, which I'm hooking up to the phone and zooming in. It's shaky, it's blurry. I'm figuring it out, and I'm going to make much nicer videos down the line for all y'all, I promise. But you will be able to see how this thing zeroed, and it's a real nice scope. I mean, it's got three. It's got a crosshair at 100 yards, and then 400 and 600 yards respectively. It's just your average everyday crosshair. The reticle lights up in three different colors at three different positions in each color: blue, green, and red. I don't know if I can figure out a way to show you that. Windage and elevation settings are here and here. This is changing the color and the intensity. And this is obviously it's kind of like a secondary backup pop-up iron sight. And this one I did not mess with today at all. One thing at a time. You dial in your fine focus back here, and there's really no other real bells and whistles to it. It does have two, one on each side here, a little Picatinny rail section where you could put maybe a laser or a light, a flashlight or something. But, you know, Amazon.com, that's where I got it, good old Amazon, and I think I spent $45 for this. I picked one up for Logan's AR as well. Hers was even cheaper, but it did not have a color changing option on the reticle. However, it had a better magnification factor, so that was good. So I actually took both our ARs down to the range today, and we're going to show you what we came up with. Well, I'm going to show you what I came up with. Logan's with her mother this weekend. All right, so I hope you can make out what it is I videoed. And like I said, they'll get better, I promise. So what you're watching here is my first 3 shots after coming back from the 50-yard range and bore sighting it. So I'm now at the 100-yard range, and these are my first 3 shots. I think you'll be able to see them pretty clearly, and they were right pretty much on the money. So I got a little cocky. I made a slight minor adjustment and ended up screwing up a little bit. I think I had a flyer in there at some point too. These are my reloads, so anything can happen, but still very, very, very accurate. And I was insanely happy with this for a budget scope. Now, getting it back to where it was before I decided to play around was a little bit trying, but the next 5 shots, you can see as they land that I got everything pretty much back except for that flyer there. And after I was able to get things back on track, I stopped playing with the dials and I picked up Logan's AR and started to work on hers. So I was happy with where this was firing. And on the last page of this video, where I will say thank you for watching, you'll see the results of our scope.